How's it going, everybody? First of all, just again, thank you very much for listening, for watching. However you're consuming this, I do appreciate it. I hope everybody out there is safe, is healthy, and is making the best out of the situation at hand. It's been a lot of fun for me getting to know some of the people in this community that are pushing us forward, whether that be a business owner or someone that's working with some of the nonprofits, whatever it be. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to continuing to do it. Up next, I actually have the Chief Operating Officer of our company, C21 Heritage House, Anthony Montenaro. He's an awesome guy. It's been fun getting to know him over the last year and a half. Actually, I'm surprised it's been a year and a half since he came to the company. It feels like just yesterday that he got here. It's been good time since he's been here, and it's like I said, it's a pleasure getting to know him. He's doing a great job, and I think that as a company we do a lot for the community. Our agents are awesome, and I'm excited to see what Anthony does with the company moving forward. Without further ado, we'll get right into that conversation. Let's go.
All right, what's up, everybody? I got Anthony here. Anthony is my boss. So, Anthony, I'll let you introduce yourself, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. I'm Anthony Montenaro. I'm the Chief Operating Officer and broker with C21 Heritage House out of Woodstock, with offices in Ingersoll, Tilsonburg, and Kitchener and Guelph.
That was going to be one of the things I was going to ask you, so you just answered it.
There you go.
I was going to say, how many people are we up to now?
Total agents and staff, we're about 160.
There you go.
Yep. Good size.
And so COVID-19
Yep.
changes everywhere. How has this affected us? For the people, I mean, obviously I know, but for the people out there that don't know,
Yep.
what's it done to our business, and how have we adapted?
Yeah, it's certainly changed our business, and not only for the short term, but I think for the long term as well, in terms of how we do things. We're closed to the public. We closed our offices back on the 16th of March, and we started slowly transitioning the staff to get ready to work remotely. So they are working remotely right now. They have been for about the last 2 weeks. So everybody's all over the place. Zoom, I think we talked about this before. Anybody who's bought stock in Zoom is, way ahead of the curve in terms of that, because everybody seems to be using that. We're using it pretty much on a daily basis. Our office meetings are being held by that. Our staff meetings are being held by that. So it's a phenomenal platform, to say the least, even though, we have to use it in these unfortunate times. The business itself, we still are. We've been labeled as an essential service by the Ford government there. So we are still closing transactions. People still have the necessities to move, or the need to move, sorry. So we're still closing transactions. That's going on behind the scenes. And how we're going to come out of this, it's anybody's guess, really. I think personally, it's my own personal opinion, that probably by the end of May, I guess we'll see things slowly get back to whatever normal was before. But like I said, nobody has a crystal ball. It's kind of hard to tell. But we're kind of holding our own right now during this whole virus thing going on right now.
Yeah, it makes sense. On the Zoom front, probably just a handful of smart Warren Buffetts out there that were able to get in on that.
Yeah.
But another missed opportunity for all of us.
Yeah.
So how long have you? So real estate. How long have you been in the real estate industry? Where did you get started? What's your story?
Story's quite a long one, but I'll condense it for you.
Hey, we got nothing but time.
I'm going into, my 14th year in the real estate industry. Started back 2006. Started off on the franchising side of it with another brand that's in the marketplace. Started off as a controller. My background was, I thought when I grew up I was going to become an accountant. Started going down that path, went to university, started doing my accounting designation. Started as a controller with that brand, and then they were a master franchise at the time. They sold their master franchise back to the parent out of the US. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I guess the floodgates kind of opened up for myself. I was still in charge of the finances up for Canada, but then I got into more of an operational role. So working actually directly with the broker owners and, looking at their operations, trying to find efficiencies, trying to help them grow merger acquisition wise, stuff like that. So that's when I kind of really got immersed into it. Never thought of getting my real estate license. And I was having a conversation with a broker one day, and he asked me if I had it. And I said, well, no, I have no plans on doing it. And he basically told me, you better go get it. And I just laughed at him. I said, I'm not a salesperson. I'm a numbers guy. I said, no, thanks. He goes, no, go get it. Go get it. You never know when it's going to come in handy one day. So jokingly, we were coming back from that broker, and I said to my boss at the time, I said, hey, I looked it all up, and I said, you want to pay for my license? And I'm thinking they're going to say no, right? And he goes, well, did you want to do it? And I go, well, if you pay for it, I'll do it. And sure enough, he goes, yeah, we'll pay for it for you. Great. Rest is history. Was with that franchise for a while. Moved on to another franchise organization. Started looking after Eastern Canada. Working really with the brokers, and that's when I started getting involved with the agents and business planning with the agents and stuff like that. That franchise had a company-owned brokerage in the GTA. They basically handed me that brokerage. I took that brokerage over, became a franchisee with them, built that office up, and sold it about a year later. And then just started getting back in the management side. That's what I guess my passion is with this, is more on the management side. And did that for a couple of years, got into the recruiting side of the business, everything like that. And then, almost 2 years ago, the opportunity here at C21 opened up, and like they say, the rest is history.
So from essentially accounting to top end management nationally versus or regionally to very much the brokerage, kind of agent facing managerial, and then up into us.
Yep. Exactly.
And an owner of a brokerage at one point.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What would you ever go back to the accounting side?
No, absolutely not. No. You know me well enough, and I'm sure people that are watching this that know me, I'm not the guy at the party with the lampshade on my head. I'm kind of more, nobody's ever said that I'm introverted. I think I am. But just sitting behind a desk, crunching numbers all day, hey, it's great for people that want to do it. I just couldn't sit behind a desk anymore. And then once, for lack of a better word, once the shackles were taken off and I was able to start getting out in the field and working with broker owners and seeing the other side of the business, that's when I just said, okay, wow, this is great.
Yeah. And it's odd to hear you say introverted, only because of, you're very easy to talk to, but at the same time, I've always kind of felt that about myself. I'm not the loudest guy at the, just kind of always been the way it is. But you get into a conversation, especially if it's about, about something that you common ground and you're working problem solving and you're strategizing. That's the stuff that I've always, very much enjoyed. It's just fun for me. Yeah. So interesting to hear you say that. That's awesome. So how have you found it so far since 21, COO, like you said, about 2 years now? Is it only 2 years or is it longer?
Yeah, it's coming up on 2 years now. Yeah. It was July of 18. Yeah. No, time flies when you're having fun, eh?
It does. No kidding.
No, and don't get me wrong, it's been. I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
It's been fun. You know what? It's been a learning. I've learned a lot. It might not look like that, but you know what? Every day is a challenge, and every day is a new day, and that's where the excitement comes in. I think that's what I like about the position itself, is that no one day is the same. Things overlap, sure they do, but there's always something going on somewhere. Whether it's a fire to put out, whether it's I'm starting a fire for somebody, right? There's always something going on, right? And there's always something new, and you can be creative and think outside the box, right? And I think that's what I really thoroughly enjoy about it.
Yeah, I get the same, in a sense, the same satisfaction. I get to do stuff like this, right? It's, I'm not saying, I can probably act even faster just because I'm just a one man, run around, do whatever I want. Yeah. But that's the part that I enjoy in terms of it's not really the same day
No.
at any point in time. Even if it's the same activity, it's with different people.
It's different, yeah.
And the different people make it a completely different thing altogether because
Oh yeah, absolutely.
as you know, there's not too many people that are exactly the same.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So 14 years, how did the business look 14 years ago in comparison to now?
Oh, it's vastly different. And technologies, as you know, right? It's just had a tremendous role in it. Just over the years, how it's all evolved and the different uses in it. Whether you're an agent out in the field, or you're even running a brokerage. Just the technology and the rapidness of it changing. It's what you were doing last 6 months ago isn't even relevant anymore. Something else has changed. A new tool's come out. The new shiny object has come out, if you will, right? So It's this technology by far, and I think it will be for the foreseeable future too. Like, look at this whole COVID thing, right? We've all had to adapt and change our ways, and virtual. Who would ever think of a virtual open house, right? Now we have it, and it's all because of this. It's just forced everybody to do it, and everybody's comfortable with technology for the most part, I think, and people just adapt to it, right? And they get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, the people that were not that you would say maybe were resistant, or from whether it be from the agent or the I don't know, I guess you'd say from the corporate side or versus the customer or the client side.
Yeah.
The people that were resistant to technology in some of its more simple-ish forms, whether that be DocuSign type, electronic signatures, video conferencing like this, whatever, are now sitting there going, well, everybody's learning it, and they may not just be learning it from a business perspective. They might be learning it because it's how they're talking to their grandkids or their kids or their neighbors or their whatever.
That's right.
And I never thought that I would have a beer on a Zoom call in my life.
Oh yeah.
And now I have. So
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
right now, but but that's the only way to you want to catch up with your friends and your family and stuff. That's the way to do it.
That's the way you have to do it now. No, you're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah. So you learn and you adapt, and I think that just the fact that everybody's learning the same kind of stuff right now is going to change the way every business is operated. And if you think some of the stuff that they're putting in place to stop the spread of germs just right now and stuff is going to ever go away, the businesses that are bringing out curbside pickup that never had it before.
Yep.
I don't think that's a service that's going to go away.
No.
I'm not sure and I'm not the person to say, I don't know that Home Depot or Home Hardware or something did it before or didn't do it before. I don't know. But that type of thing, or groceries, before it was just one store was doing it that I knew of in Woodstock. I think everybody's going to be doing it in 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
And then after that, they're going to say, well, why would I get rid of this? We just learned how to do it. Why would I get rid of it? People want this. And I just see it massively changing the way that our world works, and probably for the better. I mean, technology doesn't push us apart; it keeps us together. And
no, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
We're going through right now. Say 100 years ago with the Spanish flu, you imagine you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
There was no talking to anybody. There was no technology to help you. It was just, It was just you. So
it was just, it is what it was, right? Yeah.
Oh, even 30 years ago, you think of the difference, right?
Yeah.
Whether that be downloading a book or ordering, my wife was ordering a puzzle yesterday, so she could do a puzzle, like that type of stuff. 30 years ago, 20 years ago, you wouldn't.
Didn't exist.
It didn't exist. And so are you going to go out to the store and potentially get sick to buy a puzzle? No, you're not. So
exactly.
You can download a book, a podcast, music, all on your phone. You don't have to go to the record store and buy a CD. So things are changing. It'll be very interesting. I am interested to see how in a year from now or whenever this is over, hopefully before a year, how much this stuff sticks.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%. It's gonna be really interesting, and I think a lot of it will. I think a lot of it will, because people just get used to it, right? Like I'm embarrassed to say, like, I'm getting used to working from home now.
Mhm.
And I used to hate it before. I could never do it. Now I'm going, all right, I could deal with this, right? So people are gonna get used to things, and they're gonna go, okay, I can deal with it, right?
The other thing there, right, is once people have this, once not just to get used to it, but an employee, like let's just say an employer to an employee that says, you know what, before I hated people working from home. I never thought it was a decent idea. We did it for 3 months with COVID, and now I got this employee, he or she, blah blah blah, has a family, a long commute. I'm going to tell them to work from home 2 days a week, Mondays and Fridays or whatever, because we have all the technology. We already learned how to do it. And things like that, I think they're going to go a long way. They help obviously save on gas, save on a lot of things, probably make sure employee, like as an employee coming to an employer that says, hey, by the way, we're going to give you Mondays and Fridays to work from home. And the other guy that you're interviewing with that's maybe trying to recruit you is, nope, you got to be here Monday to Friday, and it's an hour and a half. And what are you going to choose? It's attractive from a recruiting standpoint, and from a lifestyle perspective. I just think it's going to be interesting to see how much of this stuff, sticks and how much it changes things. I think it's going to be interesting.
No, it will be. It will be for sure. Yeah.
No, it should be fun. Anyway, just jumping in. What you got the golf clubs there?
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're ready to go. Who knows when a game's gonna break out? I don't think anytime soon, but they're there.
I can't even look at mine. I wish yours weren't there right now. It's pissing me off.
Nowhere else to put them.
No, I can't even walk by mine. It's sad. But
I hear you.
I got a couple questions for you. I've just been asking everybody kind of some fun questions. Sure. People get to know each other. Sure. All-time favorite movie?
Any of the James Bonds.
Any of them.
Any of James Bonds. But if I had to pick one.
Yeah, you have to pick one.
Pick one. Jeez, it's hard. That's hard. They're all good.
Okay, which James Bond? Which James Bond? That's so you give you a couple movies, but which actor?
Oh, Sean Connery's number one. In my book, Sean Connery's 1. Daniel Craig is 2. Pierce Bronson is 3. And then Roger Moore is 4.
There we go.
So I would have to say, in terms of the movie, I would have to say Goldfinger.
Goldfinger? Yeah. That's a good one. I think that's on top of a lot of people's list.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I gotta think. What about TV show? Favorite TV show all time?
Comedy-wise, that would be Seinfeld. And then I would say Blacklist is the other one.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Blacklist is phenomenal.
Go ahead.
James Spader's phenomenal. Like he is absolutely hilarious. Yeah.
He plays it. It's such an interesting role that he plays in that show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's an undercover one. I don't think many people would say that, only because I just don't think it's had the.
No, it's not out there, right? It's not out there. It's one of those. Oh, when the series is over, all said and done. Oh, look what's on Netflix. Let me go see this, and they binge watch it. Like, oh my God, look at this thing. And we're like, yeah, it's been on for years. Like, what's the problem?
Although, is there a better way to watch shows? I can't watch week to week.
No, I can't do. Well, no, I can't do it either, right? And look, Netflix changed the game, right?
How do they release it now?
Game changer, right? Everybody sits on the couch for a weekend, stuffs their face, and binge watches a whole series of stuff. So yeah.
Oh, and then they just tweet and Facebook and Instagram anything about Tiger King that they can find.
Yeah, exactly.
We're three. Me and my wife have been watching one of those a night for the last 3 nights.
Oh yeah.
What the hell? I don't even know.
I haven't watched it. I'm not planning on watching it. I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me.
I kind of like anything with kind of that mystery or I wouldn't say it's just crime type, but it's just it's like a puzzle, right? The making a murderer and anything like that. Yeah. These people it's so. Remember when we said everybody's different?
Yep.
Yeah, like this is different planet, different.
Yeah. No, there's only one Tiger King, and it's Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover. When he had Mike Tyson's tiger. That's the Tiger King. End of story.
What is it? What's the line? Tigers love pepper. They hate salt.
Yeah, something like that.
There's a freaking tiger in there. What a movie.
That's a good one.
So one thing I had for you, it doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
sport. What's your, spare time? What's your favorite activity? What's the thing that you do if you had had a Saturday to yourself?
Saturday to myself, I'd probably just sit and just soak up the sunshine, enjoy the peace and quiet. No, activity-wise, if we're talking sports, it's, golfing, obviously during the summer, right? That's probably the top activity. Go to the driving range, blow off some steam. That's my kind of thing.
Just driver the whole time?
That driver the whole time, hammer those things.
What about to watch? Hockey guy, what's your
No, number one to watch would be hockey. Absolutely.
And Leafs or
Oh yeah, Leafs all the way.
yeah, you Leafs all the way. Well, so far I've had
about it.
so far I've had a Leafs fan, a Habs fan, and a Bruins fan.
Oh really?
I've talked to. Yeah. So we're covering the board pretty good here.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
The area, like those are the teams that I'm the Detroit fan, so
Yeah. Everybody's going original six, right? So there you go.
Give them
Let me
credit
know
for
when you
that.
get a Phoenix Coyote fan.
There's always going to be one out there.
There's going to be one. There's going to be an anomaly, right? Yeah.
Somebody, and for no reason. You'll ask why. They'll be like, I don't know.
I know, yeah, exactly. I like the colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I went to Arizona once or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Ryan Smith from Power Garage in town. And so he got talking about 2013, the Game 7. Bruins,
oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a tough moment for you, eh?
That's a really tough one. Yep.
Where were you? Where were you watching that one?
In the basement.
Or were you in the?
No, we were watching it.
Did the TV make it through?
Sorry?
Did the TV make it through?
No, the TV made it through, yeah.
Converter?
No, cell phone.
Cell phone. Oh man, that was as somebody that didn't care. Like I watched it, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Wings fan, so didn't really care. I was watching it in public and at a bar, and the reactions in this. There was one Bruins fan that was going absolutely crazy, and then the Leafs fans were just. I remember somebody just threw. I don't know if it was full, but definitely a pint glass.
Yeah.
Threw it. I'm just like, there's like 100 people in here.
No kidding, eh? That was a tough pill to swallow, I tell you.
What do you think if the NHL starts back up? What do you think they're going to do?
Honestly, I don't even think they're going to start back up.
No.
I think they're going to scrap it. I don't know. That's just my gut. If they were to start it up, then I think they're going right into the playoffs. They'll take whatever teams were there, and whoever traded away at the trade deadline for a superstar trying to make a run for it, you'll hear them squawk a lot, right, and freak out. But
you'll hear Florida squawk.
Oh yeah.
Because they were what? Was it 2 points? Is that what it was?
Yeah, 2 or 3, wasn't it? Yeah, it was close.
They're just behind the Leafs, and
with a game in hand. With a game in hand too, weren't they?
And their schedule was a joke.
Yeah.
Coming home, Florida's. Yeah. It was like they were very front loaded. They had a pretty easy schedule. Hey.
That's why I think it's in the best. I think it's in their best interest to just scrap it, put on pause, because you figure you come back. So say you come back in May. These guys got to go to some kind of mini camp or something to get back on the horse again.
Yeah.
So you're not playing hockey in the middle of August, that's for sure. So I think they're just going to scrap it, and that's it.
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be, and I think it's in a sense it's going to be one of the easiest things to justify if you're you're the board of governors. You can justify that pretty easy. Hey, it's health and safety.
Yep.
Because I still find it hard to believe that we're going to see 20,000 people in the ACC.
Oh, you're not
anytime soon, right? No. Like this is still going to be a thing. It's not like it's going to go away.
Wait a minute. I disagree with you. You'll see 20,000 people in the ACC because those are 20,000 people who could get tickets before, and they're going to go because they finally got a ticket to a Leaf game that they could never touch before, and they'll go. I can see that, but
sorry, I can see people going. I just can't see the government letting it happen.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
I agree. I agree.
For whatever reason, I think that just seems so crazy to me that even in 3-4 months, like this thing is still going to be around. It's just not going to be probably as prevalent.
That's right. And people are
Just
going
can't see
to,
it.
people are still in the back of their mind. They're going to, exercise their caution and go, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to go. Oh yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Uh,
For sure.
I know you don't live in Woodstock, but you work here a lot. My last
Yep.
question is favorite thing about the city in your 2 years here so far.
Is just it's the openness and the friendliness of people. Like, whether I'm in line at a grocery store, picking something up to go home or something like that, people just start talking to you in line. GTA, they don't do that. they keep social distancing was prevalent now before this all happened, right? Whereas Woodstock, I remember, where was I? I think it was the Basics across from the office there. And I'm waiting in line, and some guy just starts talking, and I'm carry on the conversation. It's like it freaked me out because I'm like, I'm not used to it. You know what I mean? And so it's just the friendliness. Whether we go to restaurants in town or whatnot, and the waitresses, the wait staff, the waiters, they just start talking and carry up a conversation where you don't see that in the GTA much anymore. Everybody's just head down, blinders on. What do you want? Straight answer, and that's it. And they're on their way. Right?
Go go go. Right? Yeah.
It's definitely the openness, and the friendliness, and the openness. Absolutely, by far.
No, I agree with you. And I mean, from someone that's from here, I can't go to the grocery store without running into somebody. So it's really weird now. It's really weird now because you go and you're kind of like, hey, like, how are you?
Yeah.
And you're,
yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's everybody. Yeah, it's interesting now because you don't get that, right? It's quicker. Going to the grocery store is really quick now because you don't run into people and talk. You used to be like,
exactly. Everybody just wants to, in and out.
Megan would be like, why are you still at the grocery store? It's been like, you've been there for like an hour. And
I'm working. I'm prospecting.
Well, I ran into so-and-so, and then I ran into so-and-so.
Yeah.
Five minute conversation here.
Yep.
But that's, I look forward to getting back to that. And, I look forward to when this is all over and we can get the golf clubs out for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Anyway, I do thank you. Thank you for coming on.
No, I appreciate it.
Enjoy the commute today, and
we'll do. The whole 5 steps to the fridge over there for me. Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. That's tough one.
It's becoming a bad thing. And Lucy's home, so she's upstairs and she's baking because she has nothing else to do, right? And it's like, all I get is this whiff of stuff. I'm like, what are you doing now, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure you sit here and don't. It takes you 5 minutes and you're probably up there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long at all. You hear the mixer go on. It's like, okay, I'll wait 20 minutes, see what she's cooking up now, right?
Oh, great muffins. Okay, give me 3. Okay, see
ya. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh well, enjoy it though. I mean, that's the only thing we can do right now. Is try to enjoy the time.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You just embrace it and enjoy it and take it for what it is, right?
Exactly. So anyway, thanks a lot. I'm sure we'll see each other soon and we'll be talking soon, but thanks for doing this and hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. And I appreciate the time, eh?
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Okay. We'll talk later.
Yeah, for sure.